Hello my viewers and audience. In this video I'm gonna tell you 4 very crucial, shouldn't be missed lessons from the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. So with no delay, let's start. Lesson number 1 in Rich Dad Poor Dad is that the rich don't work for money. They focus on building assets that generate income, rather than working for a paycheck. Poor people, on the other hand, typically work for money. They trade their time and effort for a paycheck, which they then use to pay their bills and expenses. This leaves them with little or no money left over to invest or save for the future. The rich, on the other hand, focus on building assets. Assets are things that put money in your pocket, such as real estate, businesses, or investments. When you own assets, you can generate income without having to work for it. This allows you to build wealth over time and achieve financial freedom. Of course, building assets takes time and effort, but it's a much more sustainable way to create wealth than simply working for a paycheck. If you want to build wealth and achieve financial freedom, it's important to focus on building assets, not working for money. Here are some specific things you can do to start building assets. Invest in real estate. Real estate is a great way to generate passive income. You can buy a rental property and collect rent from tenants, or you can flip houses and sell them for a profit. Start a business. If you have a great idea for a business, start your own business and become your own boss. This is a great way to create wealth and achieve financial freedom. Invest in the stock market. The stock market is a great way to invest in businesses and earn a return on your investment. You can invest in individual stocks or mutual funds. Invest in yourself. The best investment you can make is in yourself. Get an education, learn new skills, and improve your knowledge. This will increase your earning potential and help you build wealth. Building assets takes time and effort, but it's a worthwhile investment. If you're willing to put in the work, you can achieve financial freedom and live the life you've always dreamed of. Lesson number 2 in Rich Dad Poor Dad is that you should mind your own business. This means that you should focus on your own financial future and not worry about what other people are doing. The rich, according to the book, focus on building their own assets and businesses. They don't worry about what their neighbors or coworkers are doing with their money. They simply focus on their own goals and objectives. The poor, on the other hand, are often more concerned with what other people think. They may compare themselves to their neighbors or coworkers and feel like they're not doing well enough. This can lead them to make poor financial decisions, such as taking on too much debt or investing in risky assets. If you want to achieve financial success, it's important to focus on your own goals and not worry about what other people are doing. This doesn't mean that you should be selfish or uncaring. It simply means that you should focus on your own financial future and not let the opinions of others distract you. Here are some specific things you can do to mind your own business financially. Set financial goals and make a plan to achieve them. What do you want to achieve financially? Do you want to retire early? Buy a house? Send your kids to college? Once you know what you want, you can make a plan to achieve it. Track your spending and create a budget. This will help you see where your money is going and make sure you're not overspending. Invest your money wisely. Do your research and invest in assets that have the potential to grow over time. Don't be afraid to take risks, but don't be reckless either. Do your research and understand the potential rewards and losses before you make any investment decisions. Be patient. Building wealth takes time and effort. Don't expect to get rich overnight. If you follow these tips, you'll be well on your way to financial success. Just remember to mind your own business and focus on your own goals. Lesson number 3 in Rich Dad Poor Dad is that the importance of financial education. This means that you should learn about money and investing so that you can make informed decisions about your financial future. The rich, according to the book, are financially literate. They understand how money works and how to invest it wisely. They know the difference between assets and liabilities and how to use debt to their advantage. The poor, on the other hand, are often financially illiterate. They may not understand how money works or how to invest it wisely. They may also be afraid of debt and avoid investing altogether. If you want to achieve financial success, it's important to be financially literate. This doesn't mean that you have to be an expert in finance. But it does mean that you should have a basic understanding of how money works and how to invest it wisely. Here are some specific things you can do to improve your financial education. Read books and articles about personal finance. There are many great books and articles available that can teach you about money and investing. Take a financial literacy course. There are many financial literacy courses available online and in person. Talk to a financial advisor. A financial advisor can help you create a financial plan and make informed investment decisions. Get involved in your community. There are many organizations that offer financial education programs. Get involved in your community and find out what resources are available. The more you learn about money and investing, the better equipped you will be to make informed financial decisions. And the better your financial decisions, the more likely you are to achieve financial success. Here are some additional tips for improving your financial education. Start by learning the basics. There are many terms and concepts that you need to understand in order to be financially literate. Take some time to learn the basics of personal finance, such as budgeting, saving, and investing. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you don't understand something, ask a financial advisor, a friend, or family member for help. There are also many online resources available that can help you learn more about money and investing. Stay up to date on financial trends. The financial world is constantly changing, so it's important to stay up to date on the latest trends. Read financial news articles and blogs, and listen to financial podcasts. Lesson number 4 in Rich Dad Poor Dad is that the difference between assets and liabilities. Assets are things that put money in your pocket, while liabilities take money out. The rich, according to the book, focus on acquiring assets. They know that assets generate income and help them build wealth over time. The poor, on the other hand, often focus on acquiring liabilities. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket, such as cars, houses, and credit card debt. If you want to achieve financial success, it's important to focus on acquiring assets and avoiding liabilities. Here are some examples of assets and liabilities. Assets: 1 real estate, 2 businesses, 3 investments, 4 cash, 5 retirement accounts. Liabilities: 1 cars, 2 houses, 3 credit card debt, 4 student loans, 5 personal loans. It's important to note that not all liabilities are bad. For example, a mortgage can be considered an asset if it's used to purchase a rental property that generates income. However, in general, it's best to focus on acquiring assets and avoiding liabilities if you want to achieve financial success. Here are some specific things you can do to acquire assets and avoid liabilities. Pay off your debt. The sooner you pay off your debt, the more money you'll have available to invest in assets. Make a budget and stick to it. This will help you track your spending and make sure you're not overspending. Create a financial plan. This will help you set financial goals and make a plan to achieve them. If you follow these tips, you'll be well on your way to financial success. Just remember the difference between assets and liabilities and focus on acquiring assets. Here is a quick summary of the 4 lessons from Rich Dad Poor Dad. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. They focus on building assets that generate income, rather than working for a paycheck. Lesson 2. You should mind your own business. This means that you should focus on your own financial future and not worry about what other people are doing. Lesson 3. The importance of financial education. This means that you should learn about money and investing so that you can make informed decisions about your financial future. Lesson 4. The difference between assets and liabilities. Assets are things that put money in your pocket, while liabilities take money out. In summary, Rich Dad Poor Dad teaches that the rich focus on building assets and avoiding liabilities, while the poor focus on working for a paycheck and acquiring liabilities. The book also emphasizes the importance of financial education and being financially literate. If you want to achieve financial success, it's important to follow the principles outlined in Rich Dad Poor Dad. By focusing on building assets, avoiding liabilities, and getting financially educated, you can increase your chances of achieving financial freedom.